friends, welcome to the Spice Up Your Intimacy channel. Today I want to talk about one of the most important subjects when it comes to women or femininity, so to speak. Yeah, we're taking a break from the sex talk, but we'll definitely get back to that sex education. This is a topic that is so relevant. Every woman is affected by hygiene. Yes, we're talking about hygiene, the importance of hygiene, and I'm going to be covering the hygiene routine from head to toe. Let me say today's video is going to be a general video. The routine itself, I may mention some products, but I'm going to be doing a separate video where I'll be featuring some products, the ones that I use and products that I recommend that are good for you as a woman to put into your routine. But for today, I'm definitely going to be throwing in some examples or ideas, but not throughout the video, okay? If you don't mind, please consider subscribing to this channel. We're trying to grow this community and share this with your girlfriends because hygiene affects every woman. For those of you who have purchased and read my book, thank you very much. The details of the book is going to be in the description box below. I mentioned in the book because the topic of hygiene is, I want to believe it's the longest chapter in my book. If I may say, it was the most tedious to write. I did not realize that there was so much information that goes into hygiene when it comes to women. After the introduction, it's one of the first chapters because I believe that it all starts with good hygiene. But today we're going to be talking about general hygiene because every woman needs to have a hygiene routine. It's part of self-care. I don't know about you. When you are clean and fresh, it feels so good and it boosts your confidence. Personally, for me, it does. When it comes to hair care, we all have different hairstyles, right? Some of us wear hair pieces. Some of us wear wigs. Some have weaves. Some have braids. Some have natural hair. No matter what kind of hairstyle you have, it's important to have a cleaning routine of that hair. You need to be shampooing or washing your hair at least once a week is ideal. I know that at times people have hairstyles that do not allow them to shampoo their hair very often. Yes, that's understandable, but just have some kind of, make sure that your hair is smelling clean when there's a smell that comes out of the hair, because the hair can really smell. Just like you can spray perfume and your hair smells nice and fresh, but if that perfume sits or that fragrance sits on your hair for a while, it's not going to smell good at all, which is why it is important to shampoo and condition your hair every time. And some people have a dry scalp, and if you have dry scalp, you might see some flaking, might be on your pillow, and that's not a good sign. When you take care of your hair, you make sure that you take care of your scalp, especially if you have a dry scalp, because those flakes are coming off because of dry dead cells. You need to keep your scalp moisturized so that it doesn't flake. When it comes to hair care, it's important to choose the right shampoo and right conditioner for your hair type. It also has to smell fresh. It has to smell good. Now, moving on to the ears. Ladies, especially those who are sexually active, some of you have fantasies of being kissed inside the ear. Well, whether you like being kissed inside the ear or not, it's important for us women to make sure that we clean our ears. When it comes to cleaning our ears, I'm not talking about sticking the Q-tip inside your ear. You have to be very careful. At least just clean inside your ear, wash behind the ears. Ladies, you wanna make sure that you clean your outer ear and you clean behind your ears with whatever body wash or soap you're using. And make sure that you remove that wax, especially when you stick your finger and feel some wax in there. Make sure that you clean off that wax. Let's talk about our face. You need to have a routine for your face. You need a good cleanser. Make sure that your products do not have alcohol, because we know that alcohol is very drying. Make sure that you're using the right cleanser for your skin type. If you have oily skin, make sure that you have a cleanser that does not promote oiliness, but make sure that you have a cleanser that removes oils. Try to have an exfoliating routine for your whole body, for your face as well, and not more than twice a week, because if you over exfoliate your face, it is going to cause dryness. So you want to have a good cleanser, you want to have a good exfoliator, and you want to have a very good moisturizer. Again, that goes with your skin type. On part 2, this is just part 1. On part 2, I'm going to be sharing with you some of the products that I recommend and some of the products that I use. So make sure that you have a good exfoliator. Some people use toners. Personally, I prefer the micellar water because it's more gentle to the skin. So you need a toner that does not have alcohol. That will cleanse whatever is remaining after you wash using cotton pads. And the toner is not just going to unclog your pores, it's also going to reveal that beautiful skin, which is what the exfoliator does. It reveals that beautiful glowing skin. And same with the micellar water, especially if you've been wearing makeup, it's good for you to use the micellar water after you wash so that it thoroughly cleanses before you put the moisturizer on. Okay, let's move on. You need, of course, to take care of your eyes. That's something that I'm so passionate about. You need to take care of your eyes. If you spend time on the computer, this is just part of caring for your eyes. Just wanted to throw it on there. If you spend a lot of time on the computer, what happens is when we are on the computer, we are literally glaring on the screen. We glare so much on the screen, we are not blinking as often as we are supposed to be blinking. Because of that, that causes dryness. Your eyes become very dry to an extent that you may need artificial tears, because those dry eyes are going to blur your vision. It will be hard for you to see. Some years back, one of the YouTubers that I follow recommending, because she was having issues with her eyes, she was recommending these blue light glasses that she got from Amazon. I think they were like $29. So it's worth it. Those blue light glasses, they will help if you spend a lot of time on the computer. Otherwise, just take care of your eyes as well. Clean everywhere in your nose. And then let's come to the big one, the mouth. Ladies, oral hygiene, it's so important. We need to be brushing. Some people do it after every meal, but you need to be brushing your teeth at least twice a day, in the morning, the first thing when you wake up, and at night before you go to bed. And you also need to be flossing. Yes, flossing is important as recommended by dentists. We need to rinse. My favorite mouthwash is the Act, the Restoring. If you're having issues or sensitivity, the Act Restoring mouthwash actually helps. So the thing with oral care, you need to be brushing your tongue. Don't just brush your teeth, because if someone has stinky breath, it's not coming from the teeth, it's coming from the tongue. The tongue is what actually causes bad breath, especially towards the back of the tongue. You need to be brushing your tongue. When you brush, make sure that you examine your tongue every so often. Your tongue should not have black patches or white patches on it. If there's patches, whatever color, white or dark patches, you need to go and see your dentist right away. It's very important. Your gums should not be bleeding either. So that's part of oral care. That's what you should be looking out for whenever you do oral care. Make sure you are looking out for any bleeding, because gum disease is very common. Keep up with your dental appointments, whether you do it every 3 months or every 6 months. And then another important thing about oral hygiene, you need to be changing your toothbrush every 3 months. I know a lot of people wait until the toothbrush is looking like a mushroom. By that time, it's no longer doing what it's supposed to do. What is recommended by the dentist is every 3 months. Some people go on for 6 months, and it also depends on the type of toothbrush that you use. The other thing that you need to take care of, ladies, oh my goodness, have you seen people who, when you look at their lips, you can see the map of North Dakota, you can see the map of Illinois, you can see the map of New York, you can see 4 state maps on their lips, because their lips are so dry and cracking. You do not want to have dry, cracking lips. There's multiple ways of taking care of your lips. If you are exfoliating your face, you can also exfoliate your lips, or whenever you're brushing your teeth, depending on how hard your toothbrush is. Usually the medium, I don't really like soft toothbrushes, neither do I like hard toothbrush. That medium one, you can gentle run it on your lips. That takes care of those dead skin cells. And of course, you then moisturize with the best moisturizer, especially at that time. The best moisturizer for the lips is Vaseline. Some people use lip gloss, but I've never been a fan of lip gloss. Especially for bedtime, I prefer Vaseline. Don't let your lips go dry and white and ashy. You don't want to do that. You don't have to wear lipstick, but you can do gloss or Vaseline. Just keep a little thing of Vaseline in your bag. I believe every household, no matter where you live, every household has Vaseline, okay? That's how you take care of your lips. You want to have kissable lips, soft kissable lips as a woman. Oral hygiene is a big deal. Some people don't even like kissing because oral hygiene. If you have spent time with a microbiologist, or if you have done microbiology, you know that the mouth has a lot of bacteria. That's why some people won't even kiss, because there's so much going on in the mouth. So it's very important for us to take care of our oral hygiene and really take care of our teeth as well. I know at times we focus more on the teeth and we forget to focus on the tongue and the other parts of the mouth. Brush not only the tongue but the roof of your mouth as well, the back of your mouth. The plaque normally likes the back teeth, the ones that are further back. That's where the plaque starts, and that the shape of your toothbrush goes far back to those molars, those teeth that are at the far back of your mouth. The next thing that I want to talk about when it comes to hygiene for women, I need to mention that when you take care of your face, make sure you take care of your neck as well. When you wash your face, make sure that you wash your neck as well. Have you ever seen people with stripes? You don't want to have stripes on your neck, like multiple stripes, like a zebra or whatever. Don't have stripes on your neck. Yes, we know it's normal for the neck to be darker than any other part of your body, but make sure that you don't have stripes. And when you moisturize, make sure that you moisturize your neck down to your chest. Most people forget or neglect to moisturize their neck all the way down to their chest, and then what happens is that the neck ages way faster, and it's a terrible sight when the neck ages faster and the chest, and then they start wrinkling and yet your face is looking beautiful. That is when you see women maybe in their late 50s, early 60s, especially mid 60s, 70s. You see someone, I know a government official who never leaves a scarf. They always have their neck covered. They always have a scarf around their neck, hiding the wrinkles and the aging of the neck. So you don't want to be stuck with a scarf in 100 degrees weather, because you've neglected your neck so much that your neck starts to age before your body. So you need to wash whatever you're using on your face. You come down to your neck, both the front and the back and behind your ears. Make sure that when you moisturize, you do that as well. Take care of your neck all the way down to your chest. Let's move on to the pits. Oh my goodness. The pits. Yes, the pits. There are some sisters who have this strong smell. You need to take care of your armpits. Shave your armpits. There's no need to be bushy under your armpits. There's no need to have hair hanging on the armpits. Keep it clean, keep it shaved, and use a roll-on. Use some deodorant of some sort. Some people have allergies to certain deodorant. I totally understand. Use the deodorant that works for you. If you are those people who can only use deodorant with natural ingredients, you really need to be on top of your game, because we know those are not as effective as the ones with aluminum. You need to take care of your armpits and go an extra step to make sure that you don't smell, because honestly, some sisters, they do smell. What causes anybody to smell is when we sweat, and remember the armpits are hidden, and what causes the smell is after somebody showers or a bath, they do not dry thoroughly. You need to dry yourself thoroughly and then use deodorant that will keep you fresh all day. Don't just spray perfume. Use a deodorant that will keep you dry, an antiperspirant that will keep you dry. Find the one that works for you. Keep your pits clean. Oh my goodness. You can also, this is a tip for you ladies, especially those who have those smells, because some people naturally have strong smells, and that smell after they sweat, it's because the sweat has come in contact with the air, and then that's what causes the smell. But there are some people with a very strong pungent smell that just pass like this, or you hug them, you feel like you wanna pass out. And the bad thing is, some of these sisters who are married, their husbands can't even dare tell them about their smell, because the poor guy doesn't wanna spend the next 6 months sleeping on the couch, because women can be so defensive. Make sure that you avoid smells. Don't be smelling. There's a trick that I want to tell you that I learned recently. If you know that you have a strong smell, you can buy witch hazel, the non-alcoholic one. Just rub it in all the hidden places that have a potential of sweating and smelling, and that will take care of the smells. If you are not going to smell, you'll be fresh the whole day. Make sure you get the witch hazel, the one without alcohol, because the one with alcohol is going to sting. It's going to irritate your skin, and don't want that. Let's move to the girly girly. Girly girly needs to be kept clean. That's one of the most important areas that you need to keep clean. You do not need any fancy products for the girly girly, okay? You do not need any fancy products. Just use a mild non-scented soap. You don't need to be buying whatever these things that are causing women problems. Dove is the best for sensitive skin, or any Dove bar which is not scented, or Dove wash, it's okay. But do not put the soap inside the vulva. Don't go inside with the soap. Just clean on the outer areas, the labia, and make sure it is dry. Make sure that it is clean, and do not put soap inside or any other product, because most women end up with thrush, they end up with itchiness, they end up with the dry VJJs because of the soaps that they are putting inside, or whatever stuff they are putting inside. Of course, there may be other reasons, like I covered in a recent video, why the VJJ may be dry. Some people, it's because they are putting soap. You don't need to put soap inside. Just use a regular non-fragrance soap like Dove outside on the labia. You don't need to be buying fancy things for the VJJ. And if you're going to go inside, make sure you're doing it with clean cold water. I prefer cold water. Don't be cooking the girly. The girly is already hot enough. It's already warm enough. Don't be using hot water. Lukewarm to cold. If you can tolerate cold water, that's the best. And that way you can also take time to be doing those exercises that I was telling you about in the previous videos. So no fancy anything on your girly parts, okay? There are some, okay, this is controversial, I know, I understand. Don't go off on the comments, just let's be respectful. When it comes to shaving, I do understand it's a personal choice, but if you ask me, I do recommend that you shave. There's no need for the girly to have the pubic hair as long as Rapunzel's hair, that you can make a ponytail as long as Rapunzel's. No, you don't need to keep that hair long. Shave, keep it clean. Avoid a lot of issues, because when it's clean, then you avoid any kind of issues that may come because of that hair when it's hot and it's closed in, wearing underwear and it's covered all day long. And then some of these sisters, they only take one shower a day and then they come and they jump into bed. Ladies, you need to shave. If you ask me, you need to shave. Shave, shave, shave. Keep it clean. That's why some men will not go all the way they want to love you, because if there's hair there, what is it gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Avoid hair in the girly parts and make sure that you keep it clean and shaven. And then for those ladies who still get their menses, for your menses, ladies, avoid tampons. I saw a very sad story. It was an interview. This lady, she was dying because of tampons, but fortunately when she went to the hospital, there was one doctor who kind of sensed what the issue was, because TSS, toxic shock syndrome, it's not easy to diagnose, it's not easy to detect. But this one doctor fortunately saved that girl's life, but she lost both her legs because they had started turning blue. They had to amputate them because there was no more oxygen going there, and her hands too, they were turning blue. But fortunately, by the grace of God, the hands did recover. She lost both her legs because of the tampons. Can you imagine if that doctor was not there? She was going to die. Toxic shock syndrome is a real thing. It is very serious. It is a killer. It kills women. It's a silent killer. Some people may not know. I think it's always best to use pads and see what is coming out. Let's move on to the feet and the toes. Ladies, when I do part 2, I'm going to show you the pumice stone that I use, that I had to have my mom send over from Africa. The ones that I was coming across here, they are flat like an iron and it just doesn't do it for me. You need something which is a little rough that will take care of dead skin cells on your feet. You are on your feet all day. It carries your body. You're walking all over. which is why it has the thickest skin. When new cells grow, they push out the old cells, which is why some people, if you are not taking good care of your feet, especially the heels, you end up with cracked heels because you are not exfoliating them. You are not using a pumice stone. You are not taking care of them. You are not moisturizing them. Some people moisturize every part of their body, but they forget to moisturize their feet. You need to be moisturizing your feet, and if you have those cracks where you can put a quarter in, you need to be taking care of them. Get into a routine of after you wash and after you exfoliate them with a pumice stone or whatever you're using, lotion or Vaseline, and put some socks on, especially in winter, until you get rid of those cracks. It's so embarrassing for a woman to have cracks, and some people can't even wear open heel sandals because they're hiding those cracks in their shoes, and that is something that is very easy to take care of. Take care of your toes, trim your toenails, same with your hands. Now let's do the whole body. Every woman, if you ask me, every lady should be taking a shower morning and night. I know there are some sisters who believe in taking one shower. To my sisters, especially those who are married, I cannot understand why somebody will take one shower a day. Use a good body wash. It doesn't have to be expensive. Recently I got some very good body wash, Amazon brand. I bought four of them for $14, I think, between $12 and $14. It's a body wash with shea butter and oatmeal. It's a very good, non-fragranced, it's a very good body wash. You don't have to buy expensive stuff, but you have to buy stuff that works. Let me introduce you to double cleansing. Yes, you need to be double cleansing. Double cleansing, you can either use different soap. For your first cleanse, you can use an antibacterial soap. You can double cleanse with that one body wash or soap that you have. I use the African net. Let me get it and show you now. Be right back. Okay, so I can't use a washcloth. Well, I do use washcloths, especially if I'm at a hotel and maybe I have forgotten to bring this. This is what I use. African mesh net. Can you see that? I got this from Amazon and they came, I got 3 of them in a pack. The good thing is it dries very fast. What you do is you put whatever body wash the first time, rinse, and then put the body wash again and wash again. Ladies, why I started doing that is some of these, especially like deodorants that we use, especially if you use the white solid ones or whatever, the ones that you feel like there's a film here, if you do it once, that will not come off. And then if you rub your skin, you see some stuff coming off your skin, like maybe old lotion or oils, that's a sign that you need to wash again. So double cleansing takes care of all that. It will take care especially of the pits, to take care of that deodorant. Ever since I started double washing, I step out of the shower and my skin is feeling squeaky clean. Another reason why I started double cleansing is I have this habit of smelling everything. So one time I just did this. After I stepped out of the shower, washed once, I did this and I could smell that, oh, there's still some smell there. I had to go back and redo it. So when you double cleanse, you're taking care of all the smells, especially the pits, the grooves, the crevices, and the folds. You know, some of us are so big. Don't forget your navel area. Take care of all that, and you can do that with the witch hazel too. Take care of that as well, so that you do not smell, that you really take good care of yourself. It just feels nice to smell good, and it have to cost a lot. Okay, you can double cleanse with a body wash for the 2 times, or you can do a bar of soap and then body wash, or a body wash and another fragrance body wash. It depends. I alternate them. The second wash at times I use something that smells fresh and clean, and then after that you can also use a body oil that lathers. Body oil just moisturizes your body and it feels good. It's not necessary, but you can do that, especially for people with a dry skin. In addition to the double cleansing, you need to have a good exfoliator for your body, and exfoliate not more than twice a week. Remember, exfoliating too much is not good. Too much of a good thing is not good. So you need to exfoliate your body as well. Dove is a good exfoliator. There are other exfoliators that you can try for your body. Some do homemade exfoliators. I'm not a fan of homemade exfoliators. I don't make anything, but I'm very choosy when it comes to exfoliants. So make sure that you exfoliate, because The skin, remember, the skin grows. So if the skin, there are some dead skin cells, like I was saying about the scalp. When we are sleeping, the skin is doing things, and when it regenerates, the dead skin cells, they just sit on your skin, and if you don't exfoliate, you see that you have dull looking skin. That's why some people have dull looking skin on their faces and on their bodies. Their skin is not bright, it's not radiant, because of dead skin cells that are just sitting on there. So it's important for you to exfoliate your body, not just your face, your whole body, including the bottom of your feet. For some people with strawberry legs, you need to be shaving smooth. Some of us stopped shaving. I don't know, I used to shave a lot, but then all of a sudden the hair was no longer growing on my legs, so my legs were smooth, but there was no need for me to shave. Some people shave even their faces, some people shave on their cupid's bow. It's up to you, as long as you get rid of the smells and the unnecessary hairs. I believe every area that is hidden shouldn't have hair. If it's hidden and it has hair, that hair has to go, so that you can enjoy the cleanliness and the freshness. And if you are sexually active, then you can really have a good experience with your husband. Okay, use a good moisturizer all over your body, a good moisturizer that will keep your skin soft. When it comes to your hands, make sure you take care of your hands. I noticed when I was in healthcare, I was washing my hands so much that my hands were continuously dry. I always had to keep a moisturizer in my hands, and it became a habit. When we use the bathroom, we wash our hands. When you go to the kitchen, before we touch food, we wash our hands. So our hands are washed so much that they easily become dry. So always make sure that after you wash your hands, you moisturize them real good, and that way you keep your hands nice and soft. Between the hands and the lips, those two are so important and easy to neglect. And yet, those with kids, you touch your kids with those hands, you touch your husband with those hands, so they need to be soft and beautiful. Well, now we no longer shake hands, but during the days when we used to shake hands, people be like, oh, your hands are so soft. Yes, because I moisturize my hands. The hands, like the neck, will age very fast if you do not moisturize them. So you need to moisturize them. You need to cut your nails and keep your nails short. Women don't have any business keeping nails longer than an inch. Lately, I've really been appreciating my natural nails, because I realized, for other reasons that I won't mention on this video, it will come at a later video right on this channel. I prefer this because natural nails give me the results that I need. So you need to make sure that your nails, even if they are not short, at least let them be clean. Go inside the nails and make sure that your nails are clean, okay? Because they can be gross. And if you are using nail polish, there's nothing as disgusting as cheap nail polish. I'd rather be without nail polish than cheap nail polish that's been on for like a month or weeks and weeks. You need to take care of that. And these do not need to be expensive. Nail polish is super affordable. If you want nail polish, whether you buy it on Amazon or at the beauty supply store, you can get it for a couple of bucks. But what's important is keep your hands moisturized, and make sure that you wear sunscreen, especially on your face, your hands, all the areas that are exposed to the sun, or when you go out, make sure that you wear sunscreen, because I don't care how dark you are. You might have a lot of melanin like I do. You still need to put some sunscreen on, because skin cancer is for real and it doesn't care what skin tone you are. Everybody needs to protect their skin, okay? Even those ladies who go and have their nails done, make sure that you have some sunscreen to protect your hands from the UV rays. When you put your hands under that machine, you need to protect your hands, because that thing is not good. They say that they can cause problems just like the sun. Keep up with your pap smears. Yeah, that's very important as well. Keep up with your pap smears. That's another thing. And that's part of self-care. These things I'm going to talk about later. I'm going to talk about your gut health. It's important to take care of yourself from the inside out. Gut health is important for ladies. Keep up with your vitamins. Make sure that everything is on point. As women, we give out to everybody. We are always giving and giving and giving, whether it's giving love or support or whatever. We are always giving, so we have to really be on top of our game when it comes to self-care. Hygiene routine is part of self-care, if you ask me. It's very important. When it comes to your behind area, ladies, this is another area that's important. As women, we need to make sure that we clean ourselves from front to back. Just like when we urinate, we need to always wipe our front every time. And then when we do number 2, we need to wipe from front to back. And if you use wipes, that's highly recommended. Use flushable wipes. You can get some at the Dollar Tree. Just make sure that they are flushable, otherwise it's going to cause you a whole lot of problems. And make sure that you wash your crack real good with soap and water. You don't want any smells, okay? And drink lots of water. Yeah, stay tuned for part 2, where I'll be sharing with you some of the products that you can use, the products that I recommend, products that you must have as a woman in order for you to be on top of your game when it comes to self-care. And let's make sure that we take those showers twice a day, ladies, especially those ladies who are sexually active. Personally, I think it is very rude for a woman, a married woman, to go into bed without even showering, and then they're going to share a bed with their husband. I think that's unacceptable. That's very, very rude. Unfortunately, most of these men can't even say a word, because some of you sisters, you are very, very domineering. You don't like to be told by your husbands, especially. He becomes enemy number 1, and he doesn't want to be spending 6 months sleeping on the couch. So he would rather maintain peace and be quiet. But I'm here to represent the brothers, okay? Thank you so much. Remember to do small things with great love. Grab my book, Spice It Up. It's time to revive your intimacy. Details in the description box below. I'll see you next time. Remember to share, like, subscribe, give me a thumbs up so that other people can find this video. Okay, until next time, adios, bye bye, God bless you, I love you, I sincerely do.